Hey guys, welcome back. Are you ready for some more Marl? Good, because today we're going to keep looking at the Thrawn Shore Trooper counter to Rey Malak, but this time we're going to use the 3-star G11 Admiral Piett to help us counter some of the Reys and Malaks with higher tenacity. We've seen that being used as a common countermeasure against us. They just stack the tenacity and then your Vader can't land enough debuffs to get the big kills, but he should help us out. And we're going to be taking on this team here by Dingo from Maw. He was kind enough to leave this in, so let's check out what he's got for us. This is the Malak here, and decent on the HP. You can see the tenacity there at 160. Normally, that would stop a lot of my debuffs from Vader. And on the fin here as well, pretty good mods. We'll see the speed is checking in right around plus 150, so pretty good for what we would see in TW. And we can just get a snapshot of my Vader as well, so we're seeing what we've got to work with. I don't have perfect mods, but Piett is going to help me. I've got good speed there at 260, but my potency is only 81. Normally we were recommending about 100, but we can see here that with just 81, I'm going to be able to score a lot of debuffs and get a big win. So the startup is going to be the same. We are going to put the tank tech on to shore, but we'll see that Piett here is going to move very quickly because he gets TM whenever an Empire ally is damaged. And since shore is taunting all the time, that's going to be quite a bit. So he'll put inevitable failure on to shore, and then shore will go just back to doing his normal business here with the taunt, get the crit immunity up, and then we'll take the big shot from Finn. No worries there. And we can put the weapon tech on to Darth Vader. But there is a difference here now. Instead of swapping to IPD, we're going to swap to Vader and go right after Malak. Malak does not get crit immunity from Rey because that's only for the light side allies. So we'll do the crush. I always do the crush on Rey. We see there, good. We got 3 debuffs, more than enough. And Malak's out. Now we're going to be getting the bonus turn meter. We can go around. We can hit everybody with our basic. And as they counter us with inspiration, they're going to be giving Piett more turn meter. He's got over 100% TM here. Vader's only going because he's getting bonus turns. But as soon as this is done, he will get the turn back. Now that we're all over, let's pop the Force Crush. And we see that got rid of all the Foresight. That's important. So when Piett dispels all the debuffs, there's no Foresight to go. So Holdo doesn't get the taunt back, and we can fracture Rey. Perfect. Now we can continue to work. We'll try to get some debuffs on Finn there. He's going to be our next target. Always difficult to get him. I don't really think we should be hitting Holdo here because when she counters, she gives out the Foresight and she can get the taunt back. We were lucky enough there that it went on to Poe, who already had it. No big deal there. We'll just keep skipping these next turns. We do have 5 stacks of the buff here. That gives us a nice offensive bonus. Let's try to grab Finn. Awesome, 190,000 there. And now we can go right back into Merciless Massacre. The turn meter is working perfectly. The cooldowns, because once I use a basic and a Force Crush, I can still get back to Rey with the Saber Throw while still having the Massacre buff up. So I'll get all my extra offense, crit damage, and I can take my shot at Rey. We can see here she's got 9 debuffs I can dispel. I have 9 stacks as well of the Emperor's Trap. You can see there +6 per. That means I'm getting plus 54% offense and an easy kill on Rey, over 600,000. Not worried about getting into damage immunity when you can hit her that hard. Now we can just clean everyone up. Much like the IPD variant, this one is going to score very well for us in GAC. You can get close back to 60, maybe a 59. You just keep walking through it here, get all your buffs up from Watch, which give you back protection from the Thrawn lead. We want to keep the same turn order as we had done before. We like Watt to go first, then Thrawn, then Vader. My Watt is at 317, Thrawn at 316, and then Vader is going to be at 301 after his unique. I would even recommend keeping Vader to be 9 speed slower than those other guys, because that way, if they have Hoda in as a 5th, he's going to give Vader an extra 8 speed, and that could switch up our turn sequence, which might not be good. So where I am is pretty good. I know that even if Hoda's in there, I can still take the turns I want, and I can just clean this up here. They are almost done. My Piett is modded. He's at about plus 110 speed, and it seems to be plenty. That's not a lot of speed anymore. Just junk mods, since he obviously can't use the 6Es since he's only G11. But this one seems to be much more reliable against the high Malak, the high tenacity stuff, because not only can you land the debuffs, but you also get the offense buffs. Oops, accidentally beat him there. Should have had it on airplane mode. Sorry, Dingo. But as you guys see, that's an easy win. Much more reliable with the 3-star Piett. All right, guys, if you got any questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.